In this lecture, guys, I want you to have fun with titles and lower third. And you will see how easy it is to add titles and lower thirds in Resolve 15. So let's start. Titles are added from the FX library, and I'm sure you already saw them. This is the titles here. We start with simple titles. These are text titles. And the one that have this kind of icons like a thunder, it means they are fusion titles. Some of them are very taxing on the system, but as soon as you render, they will be very beautiful. Let's start with a left lower third. You can choose a middle lower third or right one. So I'll start with the left. The way to add it to your timeline is to click and drag. Of course, don't drop it on your videos. That will not make sense. You will drop it on the track above. Notice how a new track, video 2, has been created when I just put it here. For example, you can drop it here or anywhere you want it to start appearing. I will drop it just after the transition. In your preview, you notice you have a title, the first line, and another title, second line. So you want to edit it. Very easy. Just select your clip and you go, of course, to the inspector. So the first one is title for the first text or the upper text. And if you scroll down with your mouse here, you will notice you will have another one, which is the title for the second line. So let's change here and let's write video editing in Resolve 15. Or actually, you can write any text you like. Have fun. Here you have all the settings for this title. It's like a word processor with certain positions and scaling and rotation if you like to. You can change the font. I'm sure you already know that. You can change the size if you like. Okay, you can even come over here and type a figure. Here you are. Let's say 100 only. And of course, you have the tracking, meaning the spacing in between the characters. Okay, I will undo this one. That's cool. And of course, you have the font style, the uppercase, lowercase, whatever you like. And you have the position. You can position it, move it if you like to. Okay, on the X and the Y. That is if you want to. Usually, this is a nice position. You can also zoom it. That's like a scale. It's very easy. Here you are. For example, let's stop it over here. And then you have a rotation angle. If you're interested to put a lower third with a rotation angle. I will undo this for simplicity. Cool. Now you have the second title or the second line here. Let's write, for example, by Jean-Loup. Or you can write your own name. Similar, you have also the way to change the fonts. And you have all the settings that you would like. And it's pretty easy to work with. So now that you put the text, you might want to have a drop shadow for the text. The drop shadow is already there. All you have to do is to offset it a bit. You can use the X offset, go easy on it. That's pretty cool. The Y offset if you like to. Okay, something like this, cool. And then notice it came on both lines here. Now you can add a background. That will be very interesting. The background is already there. All you have to do is to increase the size. Here you are. For example, I put it over here. You can now center it on the Y if you want to, work on it very nicely. And then you can center it on the X that will be moving left or right. You have to go easy. It jumps very fast. That's cool like this. Unfortunately, I don't know why the second line will come behind the background, which is okay. It's fine for us now as a demonstration. You can play with the opacity and reduce it. Okay, that looks good. If you don't like this roundness just over here, you can decrease it. Okay, that's cool. And that's it. You have added a lower third that will play very nicely. Now, you remember, I want to exit, so it can give me this blue line before I play. Or you can try it several times, and the blue line will start appearing. This now is not in 25 frames per second. Okay, but it's creating it. Let's play it again from here. Still is dropping frames. Actually, I'm using a computer only with 8 GB here. I'm supposed to have a 16 or 32 GB. Cool. So that's our lower third here. But also you can do something else. If you want to animate it a bit, it will be very interesting to add a transition. I would add, for example, a video transition. You can add the simple cross dissolve. Here you are. On this side, and you can add another cross dissolve on this side. I didn't show you the trim tool yet, but it's very easy to use. With your selection mode, you can come at the end here, and when it turns into this kind of bracket with left and right arrow, you can click and extend it, or shrink it to make it as long as you want. Here you are. Now it's becoming red again, and then if I play it, it's gonna go back to blue. Here you are. Cool, guys. Now let's say you want to add a title at the end of your timeline, at the end of the videos. Let's go to titles, and I'm gonna choose only the text just to show you. Click and drag and drop it, but now don't drop it on above, just drop it on the same video drag. Notice it's snapping, and to edit it, you click on the text. Of course, you have only a single title with a drop, shadow, stroke, and background. That's it. Okay, so you can add here, thank you for watching, for example. And as usual, you can change the font. I will go for Tahoma, just over here. You can change the size if you like to. Okay, or make it bigger. And that's it. Of course, you can add some video transition. Let's take again the cross dissolve and just put it over here. Now you cannot center the transition here because this text doesn't have handles. I'll explain to you later about the handles, but for now it works. It's a lot of fun if you like. And let's put another one here. Let's go back to the beginning. Here you are. Pretty cool. It's running somehow smoothly. Maybe another pass will be better. But you have already created a full-fledged movie with some lower thirds, some titles, some transitions, and some music. You can extend the music if you like. Come to the end here. Just pull it just over here, for example. And you have a full movie. Now, in the next lecture, I want to show you how to create a video. And I hope you will upload it to YouTube and show me your work. I'll see you then.